I know you guys have heard of GoFundMe, Kickstarter, and all these crowdfunding platforms where people are raising money for their dogs, people are raising money for, uh, funerals, people are raising money for all kinds of things on these platforms. What if I told you that now there is a crowdfunding platform for real estate so that you, as a real estate investor or a beginning real estate investor, can get into some big deals with a small amount of money? That's what we're going to go into.
You weren't born to work a job. You was born to hustle. You was born to get it. You was born to do things different from what they told you you're supposed to do it. And I'm going to show you how. Every week, I'm going to give you ideas, techniques, tactics on how you can take your hustle to the next level. This is where we get it.
I love the game. I love the hustle, man.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Tosin back again with the Daily Hustle. Today, we're going to talk about basically an easier way for people who don't have a lot of money to get into real estate investing. And when I say real estate investing with not a lot of money, I'm not talking about wholesaling. I'm not talking about buying small, cheap, underpriced condos that are foreclosures. I'm talking about investing in large-scale high rises, in properties that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars, or between 50 to 100 million dollars in New York. This is true. So if you are familiar with what crowdfunding is, basically when someone who's raising funds, usually over the internet, will collect micro amounts from different people in order to reach the goal of whatever the goal is. So it's very common with GoFundMe, with Kickstarter, but now it's kind of crossed over into the real estate space. And there's several crowdfunding sites, such as Fundrise is one. That's really the only one I can think of off the top of my head, but I know there are quite a few more crowdfunding platforms for real estate, probably at least 15 or 20 actually. And so there are also individual developers that will allow accredited investors with a minimum of at least $20,000 to purchase equity in high-rise buildings. So what that means is, prior to crowdfunding, if you wanted to buy equity or if you wanted to buy a piece of a building in downtown Manhattan, you had to have millions and millions of dollars. And so just by default, that kind of shuts out beginning investors. It shuts out people like you, it shuts out people like me. I don't have $50 million sitting somewhere, so that kind of just left that space open to the multimillionaires, the billionaires, the hedge funds, and the private equity guys. And so now that has changed, where with $20,000 there is a development in 114 East 25th Street in New York, in Manhattan, where with $20,000 you could become an equity owner in the building and get a 20 to 25% return. And so I'm mentioning this deal specifically because this is a deal that I am a part of, and I'm just wanting to offer it to all those hustlers out there that have a bit of money and they're looking to get into real estate, but they don't really know what they could do with such a small amount of money. So that's definitely something. If you look in the description of this video, you will see some more information if you're interested. But also, if you're not interested, then I really just would urge you to Google real estate crowdfunding. There are a ton of sites, there are a ton of different platforms where you can invest your money, and it's just definitely something that it's just definitely a way that you can leverage whatever minute or small amounts of money that you have. And so that's it for the Daily Hustle today. I will see you guys on the next video. Please, if you have any questions, inbox me, DM me. Hope to hear from you guys. Take care.